Tool changing for your 3D printer costs thousands of dollars. Until now. Introducing XChange. When E3D revealed their Toolchanger concept, I was excited. The ability for a 3D printer to switch between tool heads, offered versatility in filament color and type, nozzle size, and even the ability to change to a laser or CNC head. And then I saw the price. At $2,500 US for a tool changer with 3 printing heads and a blank plate, this is an experiment beyond the reach of most people. And it is an experiment, requiring not only a lot of money, but also a lot of time, as summed up by Chris's Basement in his excellent video.
Now, in all honesty, the Toolchanger has been nothing but a struggle, but I kind of figured that's how things were going to go. This is really sold as a project, not something that's going to work right out of the box.
Now, I have no doubt that the E3D components are of the very highest quality, but the problem is the system is just out of reach for most people for a variety of reasons. Even if you were on board, finding stock is another matter. Today I'm presenting to you an affordable alternative. This is XChange from Printermods.com. It's been in development since 2019 and I've been testing prototypes for the last month. I've covered products of theirs before, such as LED lighting kits and their modular direct drive kits for the Ender 3, 5 and CR10. However, it is important to say up front that I have no financial interest in this product. I've been sent these prototypes free of charge so I could give some feedback in the final stages of development, but I've never asked for money nor been offered it, and I have no affiliate marketing for Kickstarter or their website. I present this product to you as a fellow maker who is excited by the possibilities that XChange opens up, and I hope to share those with you in this video. So what is it and how does it work? Traditionally, the print head of your 3D printer is secured to the motion system in a way that requires disassembly with tools to change parts. The essence of a tool changer design is to be able to quickly and conveniently change that print head without tools in seconds, and that is what the XChange allows. Swing the lever to release, remove the old tool, insert the new one to secure. So how is this sold, what printers does it suit, and how much does it cost? The initial launch will be on Kickstarter, where you can pledge $150 to receive a master as well as 3 interchangeable tool plates. The master can be attached to any printer that has MGN 12H linear rails and blocks, and this is a conversion I've done to my Ender 3 and 5 in the past, which is still going strong. Furthermore, you can optionally pledge to receive V-roller adapters to make the system compatible with standard machines that use a 2020 crossmember for the X-axis. Again, we're talking the Ender 3, Ender 5, CR10, but if you look, there's many printers that use this combination and will be compatible. Other machines should easily be adapted. For instance, development is already underway for the Prusa i3 series. The quantity available in the Kickstarter launch will be limited, and after these are delivered, the XChange and accessories will be available from the Printermods.com store alongside their other products. The system consists of 2 pieces, a master and a tool plate, and they're held together with a very strong magnet. How strong? I managed to rig up this obscure test, which is probably not showing the true strength of the system, but I still found it could hold 4 kilograms of weight plates. On the printer, there is no play at all, and if there was somehow enough force present to dislodge the tool plate mid-print, it must have come from some sort of catastrophic failure elsewhere on the printer, and in that case, the XChange is the least of your worries. Aside from mechanical interfacing, the system also interfaces electrically. The connector used is aircraft grade, spec'd in conjunction with Samtec. This system is made to last, with CNC machined aluminium pieces anodized in black. Plastic components will be injection molded, and the PCBs are also professionally made. So we know what's included, but how does installation work? Well, if you have linear rails, the master bolts straight onto the bearing block with the included M3 hardware. And if you are running the original 2020 extrusion and V-rollers, the adapter attaches to the master, and once you've loosened the wheels, slides onto the crossmember, so no disassembly is required. On the tool plate side, there are a bunch of mounting holes to suit a myriad of hot end combinations, just like the MDD kits. There is a fair chance that your existing hardware will transfer straight over. On my Ender 3 for instance, I'm running an EZR extruder in direct drive with a Hero Me Gen 5 part cooling system and a Micro Swiss all metal hot end. All of that transferred over to the slave with only one new printed adapter needed for the easier extruder. Here is the standard Ender 3 hot end installed. As you can see, I have some printed parts to adapt the heatsink and part cooling, but beyond that, everything bolts straight onto the tool plate. Like the MDD kit, the tool plate can accommodate a lot of different hardware, such as a Bondtech BMG and E3D V6, as well as the E3D Hemera, which I tested out here. Now these are all direct drive options, but of course there's nothing to stop you from retaining a Bowden tube configuration for added lightness. Electrically, installation basically involves cutting the loom that goes from the main board to your hot end, and then terminating one end in the master and the other end in the tool plate, using the screw terminals provided. The final kit will come with crimp-on ferrules for the higher current heater wires, and optionally, a pre-made plug for the stepper motor. Although the connections are labelled for convenience, you can wire it however you want. If you already have unusual components on your print head, you can still use them. Just make sure the wiring matches between the master and the tool plate. Cable management is made neat and tidy with printable parts. There are some finicky bits, but fortunately they're easy to fix. On an Ender 3, the hot end will sit out further to the front of the machine, and without any changes, this would mean losing a few millimeters of wire build volume. However, recently I made a video inspired by the XChange on how to adjust your machine to avoid that. The other issue is that the X-axis end stop may not line up correctly anymore. Printable adapter parts are available from Printermods.com, but I designed and printed my own, and everything now lines up perfectly. In terms of firmware, you have a variety of options to suit novices right up to advanced. As long as you're installing like the misters in each tool plate, you can leave the firmware unaltered. As long as the heater is off and the steppers relaxed, Marlin has no problem with the hot end being disconnected while the printer is turned on. And if your tool plates have different dimensions or characteristics, you can set things like the Z offset, workspace offsets, PID settings, and E-steps in the start G-code of your slicer. The next step up would be to enable Thermistor 1000 in Marlin, and that will let you change Thermistor parameters on the fly using the M305 G-code. If you do want to go the whole hog, you can set up for Toolchanging in Marlin, and with that comes an LCD menu where all of these parameters are set on the fly based on a file on the SD card. And Printermods will be offering pre-configured firmware for popular printers by the time that these kits ship. Hopefully now you have a pretty good understanding of how the system works, but you still might be wondering why you need it. Well, here are some reasons that I came up with. Specialist printing, but on a single machine. My concept for modifying 3D printers is to specialize them for specific tasks. I have a few for general purpose PLA printing, one for PETG, one for flexibles, two with large nozzles for fast printing, one for high temp, etc. Now that is a lot of printers, and that means a lot of expense and a lot of space required. But using XChange, you can modify a single printer to suit specific tasks with minimal space and cost requirements. You only need room for one printer, plus your spare tool heads, and you have vastly expanded your capabilities. I have been planning a follow-up video on non-planar printing for a while now, and now I have a way to make a specialist tool head without compromising my normal printing performance. The parts required to build up multiple tool plates are very cheap, and if you're like me, you might already have some hot end parts lying around from previous upgrades. Expansion beyond 3D printing from your 3D printer. Like the E3D Toolchanger, the capability exists to install non-3D printing tool heads. This could be a laser, a pen plotter, a pick and place head, or even a CNC head. And this gives convenient changing of capabilities, but without losing precision. Printers like the BQB-X and Creality CP01 have easily changeable heads, but they are imprecise and require re-leveling after changing heads. I've always wanted to make a paste extruder to 3D print ceramics and or food, but I've never wanted to sacrifice a whole printer for something I probably won't use that often. But now I have a spare tool plate, I can tinker away and develop on this, but switch my printer back to its normal capabilities whenever I need it. Improved efficiency and reliability. If you are running a print farm, having a printer go down with a clog or other failure is really annoying and potentially costing you money. With XChange, you could set up slaves with identical print heads to act as spares. So if one hot end goes down, your machine will be back up and running in minutes. Furthermore, working on the hot end components off the printer instead of on is very nice. Doing it the old way on the printer just seems so awkward by comparison. Highly customizable with wide support for hardware. The beauty of this system is its simplicity, and that means that it's easy to build on. Not only does it support a wide range of existing hot-end hardware, but it also supports hardware that is yet to be released, such as the upcoming LGX by Bondtech and Slice Engineering. Printermods will be releasing the CAD files for the tool plate, so makers can easily design adapters for whatever hardware they wish to fit. The system is designed in a way to accommodate different tastes, so let's look at auto bed leveling for example. Some people may wish to have no probe, manually leveling the bed, or even using manual mesh bed leveling. Others prefer ABL and may wish to mount a probe to each individual tool plate. My preferred option was to mount a BL Touch probe to the master, so it's in place for every hot end I fit, and that saves me buying multiple BL Touches. Yet another option is to mount your ABL on a purpose-built slave, as pictured in the official video. The system is designed to be very versatile. Let's say a new whiz-bang hot end is released in the future. It should be easy for Printermods to manufacture a new slave plate and sell it at a reduced cost, so existing XChange owners can upgrade and easily fit new parts, sharing components between machines. Now, if you were to fit XChange masters to multiple machines, that will give you the ability to share hot ends as well as specialist capabilities. Let's say we have a large printer like the CR10 Max and a smaller one like the Ender 3. We take the large nozzle tool plate off the CR10 Max and fit the flexible friendly tool plate instead for a large TPU job. But that doesn't mean the Ender 3 is out of action, because we can install the large nozzle or any other tool plate we have on hand to keep it productive. By swapping tool heads between machines, you can leverage the strengths of different hardware to achieve the best possible results. Additional slaves can be purchased and added to your collection in future as your funds allow. Automatic tool changing is on the horizon. At the moment, this system has been developed with the functionality of being hand operated, but plans are underway to move the XChange towards automated functionality. My understanding is that Printermods will be looking to collaborate with talented members of the community to drive the project forward in a way that's both accessible as well as affordable. While I am very excited about this product, it would be irresponsible of me not to remind you that backing any Kickstarter project comes with a degree of risk. You would hope that an established company such as Printermods.com that uses in-house manufacturing and therefore has direct control over production processes and quality control has the capabilities to deliver this product as promised. But rewards are not guaranteed and a pledge is not a pre-order. I will say the quality of this prototype unit is impressive, so any further revisions should be even more durable and capable. When I got my hands on the XChange, I was overwhelmed by the possibilities of all the ways I could modify my 3D printer to suit specific purposes without making the 3D printer otherwise useless. But I am only one person. What I'm really excited about is seeing what the community makes of this, the ideas they can come up with, and I'd love for you to go down to the comment section and share how you would use this system and what amazing things you could do with it. Another thing I really love about this concept is that it's designed to suit affordable and popular 3D printers such as those from Creality. A person who purchased an Ender 3 as their first machine is not limited by it as their skill and ambition grows. A huge range of upgrades were already available, but with the XChange, the potential of this affordable machine grows exponentially. With XChange, the Ender 3 really becomes the ultimate blank canvas. I'm really excited by this and I hope you are too. Please let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, happy 3D printing.
G'day, it's Michael again. If you liked the video, then please click like. If you want to see more content like this in future, click subscribe and make sure you click on the bell to receive every notification. If you really want to support the channel and see exclusive content, become a patron. Visit my Patreon page. See you next time.